You know, I remember the first time Matt was introduced to the 90-day world. And I believe at this time, this was 90 Day Fiance, The Last Resort. And this is when Jasmine first proposed the idea of what? Of a open marriage. And because she proposed the idea of an open marriage, this is something that Gino had to think about a lot. But at the same time, whilst he was thinking about what choice he wanted to make, he also had the voice of Rob in one ear and the voice of Josh in another ear. Of course, Jamal wasn't a part of that season, so therefore his voice wasn't a thing at the time and still isn't necessarily a thing now. But when it comes to Josh, he's somebody that has definitely made himself very vocal regarding Gino's choice to accept the open marriage. But also on top of that, Rob made it abundantly and loudly clear at the table how much he felt as if Jasmine was using the open marriage as a way of what? As a way of being allowed to cheat with permission, pretty much in a nutshell. And this is what caused the whole issue when, of course, Rob came out on tell-all and pretty much called Jasmine, I believe, a pregnant hoe. It was something along those lines. And of course, Jasmine, famous at the time, whilst pregnant, got up, took her shoe off, and was ready to literally hit Rob with it, which is something that definitely caused a lot of controversy at the time. But of course, during that tell-all, there was also something else that happened. There was an exchange between Josh and also what Josh had to say regarding Matt, because I believe Matt did appear at that tell-all. Well, it seems to me as if how Josh felt about Matt at the time, regarding the fact that he wanted to slap him, well, let's just say those things haven't necessarily changed. So here's the thing. Recently, there was a post made, okay, on the 90-Day Bad Boys page, as you can see here, that has now been put on Reddit, where it says, 90-Day Bad Boys, due to external factors we have postponed, we will update you. And then, of course, at the bottom, it also says rescheduled. Now, from what I understand, 1 minute, this whole thing was cancelled. Then I'm guessing it was maybe now it's being rescheduled. But either way, though, this post itself in particular caused a lot of... It caught some comments within the comment section itself in particular. Like, for example, this is going to ruin their tour. What tour? The world tour. I don't understand the tour. Did they actually have venues and tickets, or was it more of a come with us while we film goofy videos, lip syncing in high traffic areas? Because of course, this was the tour itself in particular, the unrated tour. Now, of course, when it came to this tour being announced at the time, there was definitely conversation on Reddit regarding it. And that conversation is, why would anybody want to pay to watch these guys perform music that, one, is not original to them, and two, none of them can sing in any shape or form, because all of their videos is them literally lip syncing. So who's going to want to pay to watch three dudes on a stage, probably topless for that most part, lip syncing songs and having the most, well, I mean, respectfully, having the most basic dance moves ever? So that is something that people were saying, and that's exactly how people are feeling. I mean, listen, this person says, don't you have to go to at least 2 different cities to consider it a tour? This is just 2 appearances in the same city. The correct terminology, they should have wait and was a show. And to be fair, that does make sense. Them calling it an unrated show rather than unrated tour does make sense. But either way, though, for me personally, I'm going to take the wildest guess possible and say the reason why it was cancelled originally wasn't because of factors that have forced it to be postponed. I'm going to say, actually, no, to be fair, it is factors, what I'm about to say. Maybe the factors are that people just didn't buy it to want to be a part of this tour. Maybe now they're rescheduling it, hoping that if they re-promote it again, then they may actually have enough viewers to attend. Because let's look at it this way, when you book yourself in an event, you got to pay the event, but the only way you profit from the event is if you get more people coming. That basically means you end up getting a turnover from the tickets based on how much you spent to actually rent the venue itself in particular. So there is a chance that maybe they saw this as more of a case of where they're actually losing money out of it rather than gaining, so that's why they've maybe postponed it, which is a classic tactic that has been used by many people. But here's the thing though, because of this post stuff in particular, 90-Day Fiance Alexa literally came out to, posted on her page. This post here in the smaller picture is the original post stuff in particular regarding the fact that obviously she said the 2-day Bad Boy tour has been rescheduled, because literally that's what they said. But Josh wasn't exactly happy with that. So as you can see here, he Josh comes up by saying, our show is not cancelled. Not sure where you're getting your info from. I normally don't respond post, but wanted to make sure you get your info correct. Also, Matt. Now, here's the thing. Matt did respond to the post originally with this emoji here, which is the dead skull emoji. Okay? Or should I say even toxic emoji, if anything. But with that being said, he continues by saying, also, at Matt responded on here, better be careful, little boy, you are playing with fire. And we already don't like you. I'm waiting for the day I see you on the street so I can slap the sh out of your mouth. I'm not the one you want to cross. Trust. And then decides to tag in his 3 best buddies, Jamal, Rob, and Gino. It's funny, isn't it? Because Jamal, again, like I said before, wasn't even a part of that season of The Last Resort. But I guess because he's their buddy too, he decided to drag him into the whole little situation. Isn't it sad though that there are literally 4 men who were all gunning against one dude just because a woman said you can sleep with me? Imagine hating another dude because of Jasmine. Let's just let that sink in. Imagine hating another dude because of Jasmine. That has got to be the most wildest, the most ludicrous, the most weirdest thing ever. Listen, let's just call it what it is. Riddle me this. At the last resort that he appeared on, wasn't it Josh who DM'd Sophie asking her if she wanted to come to Vegas? Vegas? If you know, you know. So that kind of shows you that he's the kind of person that has more than any ability whatsoever to message a woman that he knows is currently still in a marriage with who? Oh yeah, Rob. And of course, at this time, him and Rob wasn't even friends. They became friends after, which again has always still been questioned. But look at it this way. It doesn't matter whether Josh was messaging Sophie in a flirtatious way or just in a friendly way. The fact that he had the audacity to message another man's wife knowing that she's married to another dude from the show, that itself alone tells you everything you need to know about someone like that. That is someone that could never be trusted around your girl. The point that I'm making is, how is he mad at Matt, a guy that he doesn't know? Matt is also a guy that doesn't even know Gino. Doesn't really know Gino anything apart from just the typical unspoken rule of bro code, right? But how is he mad at Matt for sleeping with Jasmine when Matt didn't even know who Gino was? He actually knows who Rob is. Didn't sleep with Sophie, but he messaged her regardless. Like, yo, I could not imagine in any situation that I could message anyone, if I know someone or I've known someone, and I know that person is in a relationship with this girl, why in any right would I message that woman to say, hey, me and my friends are going out to Vegas, did you want to come with us? Because that's how they span it. Do you know what I mean? Let's not forget that, right? That's how they spun the story. The story originally from Sophie was that this man was flirting with me. Rob and Josh, on the other hand, they have a different type of story. Oh, you know, Rob's story is that I knew the whole time, but it was me responding to him. And Josh's story is I was just asking as a friend. And of course, Natalie famously cried about the fact that she was not invited to Vegas, which, to be fair, respectfully did make sense because Josh was in a whole situationship with Natalie, but did not want to invite her to Vegas, but he wanted to invite someone else's whole wife to Vegas with him. And now that person's friends with him. And these two same people, Josh and Rob, now have an issue with Matt because he slept with Jasmine, given the fact that Gino actually gave Matt permission. And also Matt had no connection in any shape or form to who the hell Gino was anyway. And they want to give this guy a hard time? Schoolyard bullies. That's what you called them right there. Did they have nothing better to do? Yeah. And to be fair with you, anyone that wants to be defending Gino anyway, what the hell's wrong with you? Gino's no saint. Far from it. But hey, the question is this though. Is Josh the kind of person that's going to stick up to what he says? Is he the kind of person that will live up to his own word? And when I say that, what I mean is he the kind of person that's going to actually slap Matt if you were to actually see Matt somewhere around the streets? I mean, let's call it a buck. It's not that hard to find him. One, you know he's in Florida, and two, you know in his previous season that he was on with Jasmine Happily Ever After, you knew he was going to New York anyway for the tour, so you could have just put up in New York. Well, of course, that would take a lot of effort, but I'm just saying, really and truly, is it really that deep? Now, of course, at the same time, now we know that Josh has somewhat of a petty kind of, situation to himself. Now, because he decided to throw threats, obviously when it came to the page itself in particular, 90 Day Fiance Alexa, as you can see here, I guess the owner of the account decided to block him. But he says, let's get it straight. I blocked Josh because he was commenting threats on my page saying he was going to assault another cast member in the street. And as you can see, Josh reposted him the fact that he was blocked by putting at 90 Day Fiance Alexa, block me for putting out false information. Our show is not cancelled or rescheduled and is happening as planned. And Matt is still a BICTH. I mean, listen, like I said before, when it comes to the original post does literally say rescheduled. So if anything, if he's got an issue with false information being put out, well, there's two people he can look to blame. It's either one, the person who runs the page of 90 Day Bad Boys saying that it has been rescheduled, or if somebody's taken this picture and edited it, then the only person you can blame is the person that uploaded it on Reddit, not blaming the person that literally uploaded on social media when they took it from somewhere else. It'd be very different if the source originally was 90 Day Alexa and you knew that she's the one that docked a picture or whatever, if you dig what I'm saying, which we know isn't the case. Sometimes people just want to be angry and just want to cause blame and cause havoc for no bloody reason. But either way though, he's saying the show's not cancelled, it is going on as normal. So anyone that did buy the ticket, enjoy yourself. I hope you truly enjoy yourself. Yes. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.